Hey guys. So I'm working on things were kind of busy before Comic Con. Now that we're past it, I'm working on cleaning up some of my old carports. Starting with the uh, Chrysler one that covers the KL Cherokee and Chrysler 200 and so forth. There's a bunch of other carports out there that need some love. I just had to pick somewhere and start. And the Chrysler guys happen to be the guys that were complaining when I had time to work on it. At the moment, yeah. So the port is already done. It's just been off in a branch that hasn't been updated in like more than a year. So I'm going to open a PR later today, and we're going to start merging a lot of this stuff in dash cam mode. Um, there's been a lot of uh, there's a lot of carports in the community that are just kind of out there bit rotting, which I want to try to clean up and merge in some form. And dash cam happens to be a mode where we can merge things in a state where we know they're maybe not fully ready for release to just like buy off the shelf and for your mom to just go buy and drive. But if we get them shipped in dash cam mode, that means they're in the tree, tests keep working. If there's refactors, everything follows. And then I guess my hope, and we'll see if this turns out to be true, is if we start building up user numbers for some of these ports, then that creates kind of a signal to comma that it's worth spending time on manufacturing harnesses, validating safety, graduating to release, and so forth.
Gotcha. So really making the dash cam working good, and then like seeing
Yeah,
just making sure that like people can start using it regardless of like open pilot or not, and then from there they can really just like some data, right,
that's
to
the
show
plan. Is the release bar is for quality is really hard to hit, and it should be. But I want to get to a place where people can play with it in forks. It's available in Sunny Pilot or Frog Pilot or whatever you want to do. And then we start getting some of these long tail bugs figured out. There's harnesses figured out, and then we graduate instead of just trying to build up and reach this quality bar and testing bar before we merge it all. So that's what we're going to try to do. I'm starting with my own backlog for Chrysler, for Alfa Romeo, for Volkswagen MEB. We already did Volkswagen MLB effectively when we shipped Porsche Macan in dashcam mode. And I think there's a bunch of other community ones out there. I'm just starting with my own backlog. The dream is to get all the stuff that's out there in community as best we can. If there's an eventual path to release, then we want to start shipping stuff in dash cam mode more aggressively.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, sweet, nice.
Oh yeah, that okay, so there's a question in the chat about CI routes failing. So the deal is most of these routes are in an Azure CI bucket that's just file storage. Um, the process for uploading to that bucket is a very manual pain in the ass. It's not automated. Someone has to do it manually. And it was one of the choke points that has kind of been, well, it was resolved by letting CI also pull out of the normal API that people upload to. So we don't have to explicitly upload to that CI bucket, or we can just do it in batches later. So the most recent cars that we've merged, those haven't been transferred to that CI bucket yet. And for whatever reason, the API is acting weird lately. And it's not just CI. Like I think it's been breaking on just individuals using Plot Juggler and so forth. The error that we get back, I haven't. been able to make it happen in front of me when I've had time to work on it. I think there's a 503 coming back from the Azure backend when we try to fetch things from the API sometimes. What I think, yeah, I think if we make it happen in front of us, the next step is there should be some text that Azure is sending back that tells us if we're like over some rate limit or quota or whatever. You could just add retries, but we're kind of papering over the problem. I want to know what the real problem is. Um, really, this is something that I think Comma will probably tackle internally because they know about it. We're still in post Comic Con hangover. They're trying to get the four out the door. So yeah, I know that's a pain in the ass right now. Uh, for Sunny Pilot or anyone else that is banging their heads on this, I know it sucks. Um, I would just, I myself am not going to hit merge on that PR just because I think we need to find the true root cause. And that's something that needs common review anyway. I mean, I have technical permission to hit merge on that, but I'm not. It, the log reader is so intricate that I'd want common review anyway, and I don't know that it's the right solution. We need to find out why the Azure queries are breaking and fix those rather than plaster over them. So I would just like for Sunny Pilot, I would just carry that locally in your fork for now. I know it's a pain in the ass if you don't want to spend more time on it. I respect that. Uh, it just needs more root causing first.
That's a good call on like not pressing merge. If it's coming from like the like issues within Azure itself, or like you said, like finding the root cause. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah, if there's if ad like if it's truly just going to be that kind of thing, that Azure's some kind of going to reject stuff sometimes, okay, but this is a response that Azure is known to give. Like, Comma will have some other attack surface to investigate this that I don't. They'll have their Azure dashboards. They'll be able to see if rate limits are exceeded, etc. So it's going to have to uh, just chill for a bit until the four production line is flowing, which I suspect it will be soon. I think they really intended for it to be flowing at Comic Con. There's just a lot of last minute detail and polished stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah, I think I would even like just give it another week. I know they were really wanting to get them shipped out like end of this week. But I think even like waiting like even like next week, I think they'll still be focused on that. So yeah, it's just a matter of being patient.
Yeah, I know it sucks. Be patient if you can. It's annoying me too. the these are all the carports that I'm working on that are blowing up, so it's in my way too.
While you wait, if you have time, now's the chance to do the CTF that the Yassine made, or do some challenges.
Oh God, I I think it was Trey that mentioned that he got nerd sniped for the 94th time. Me too. I only spent like 20 minutes on it yesterday. I found one flag, and the second one, I feel like I've been slapped in the face with like three different hints that I'm just not seeing it, and I kind of left off of it. And the particular thing they're doing invites for, the ML stuff, like that's, I myself don't have the technical skill to go to that particular kind of hack type event. So it was just for fun for me.
We'll see. We got some people. Some got an invite already. Nice. Yeah. I haven't had the time. I haven't had much time to work on it. I'll see if I can get on it on Friday. Maybe I'll see you. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I see a random guy. Oh, do they not support screenshots for the comma four like on through GitHub Actions? Okay, I didn't know that. Thought they What
I
what
think it's
what's
not
the
there yet, but they're adding it.
Oh, I guess yeah, that's true. They literally just added the combo 4 code today, so it makes sense why they don't have it.
For those of you that are waiting on Comma 4, the hardware itself is in fantastic shape. I've been daily driving some variant of it for almost a year now, several revisions. The UI, the UI is probably the part that's taking the most polish because uh, that was really the last part to be worked on. But device itself is ready, and I think you guys are going to be really happy with it.
I was impressed by it when using it at the Combo Con. By using it, I mean just going through the UI. Obviously, I couldn't drive with it. Um, but even just like they had like a nice Lexus car there where you could kind of sort of simulate what it would look like while you're driving. Looks beautiful. Um, Also, the Combody V2 is beautiful. Everything is just like the quality is just it's just so nice. It's a really big leap. Everyone's gonna be very happy.
It really is. For those of you that are driving torque control cars, which is most of you, anybody who's not driving angle or curvature control cars, the new torque bar visualization is sweet. They really nailed that one. Uh, I'm hoping somebody ports that back to the 3X UI, and I'm sure someone will. It's pretty easy to copy over.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. Jason has the was lucky enough to get a four, a four, so I didn't get to see too much of that. Actually, I guess I kind of did with the what is it? They like the little simulator they had. I guess I kind of saw it. It's like you're talking about like the bottom
Yeah, the
area.
that simulator game setup had part of it. The bar at the bottom. Um, there's more to it in the 4 UI though. There's a better visualization when you're close to max. That's really easy to kind of consume at a glance from a distance.
Okay, that's actually really cool. Okay,
And it actually, those of you that drive around and try out different models and stuff, and you're kind of trying to guess what the car is doing and what the model is doing, it makes it really obvious what the model wants the car to do versus what the car is doing. It'll tell you a lot just at a glance about what OpenPilot is doing under the hood. It's really cool.
also, someone's asking if there's a video online of the torque bar. I guess if you go to
Eric did a big long one. I haven't watched it, but I think he probably put a lot of effort into it. So I would look at Eric's video.
did he upload it already?
I don't. I think so.
Yeah, I know he's been working on it. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll watch. I'll have to watch it. I thought he was still working on it. Yeah, he released it a week ago. Cool. Yeah, I'll give that a watch too. Also, an hour
yeah.
long.
It's an hour long, so I'm sure he shows it in there somewhere.
Yeah. You can just run replay now. The code's merged. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Work with C4 UI. I don't know that. I want to say yes. No. Clippy.
I actually don't know what the replay bot will do with it. There's no technical reason that we can't replay a route with like a different UI than it was originally played with. So I don't know what the long term plan is for um, like the Discord Clippy thing.
I think it's more of a. I don't know. I guess like the way I saw it was, from my understanding, is like being able to upload cool, really cool situations, like using like the comma and then uploading it just to get like I don't know, I guess like a attention. It's like a version of marketing, I guess you could say. Um, but that's what I understood. Cool, cool, cool. Anything else? Anything else? I've really been working. I guess like this is a little update. I'm kind of working on like a little like comma wrap, so that way you can view your routes or driving from over the year. I barely just started on it. It's very janky right now. Very very janky. But ideally, it would you should be able to like look at right like I guess the stats and then also like little moments of like oh this is like the longest this is a route where you did the longest drive or things like that.
That's a pretty cool idea. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I've got some stuff. I mean, I'm not a UX guy, right, or a UI guy, right? So I'm like, I've got things working, but it just looks so ugly. But it's fine. I literally just started on this like a couple days ago, so um, we'll see. Oh yeah, you almost had 13 collisions. Yeah, there's some things that I can't like. There's some things that I have to like kind of like see what I can do. I know for sure I want to look. I want to get the route where you were the most distracted, right? And then I do have it to where like it'll show like a video of your drive, something of like having it to where it's like in the middle of the drive, just so you can kind of like remind yourself like, oh yeah, this is that drive where I was going to so and so's place, right? Just kind of like a throwback or like a flashback to it. Um, Hard break events, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, these are good, but yeah, we'll see. Ideally, I want to make it really good before I like show it. Um, yeah, I have a month. Yeah, Cena Hurley mentioned a month or so ago. I don't. Yeah, we don't know the plan. Maybe Jason, but I'm not sure.
I don't know a timeline. The answer for timeline is always, when it happens. It's hard to guess timeline for some of these things. You'll see PRs open. Well, there is a PR open right now for moving calibration to TinyGrad. I know that's a prerequisite. Um, I think their plan is they actually want to, the first time you start up OpenPilot, it goes through a calibration process, and I think they're fundamentally changing the way that happens, and that's a prerequisite for expanding their field of view.
All right. Trey's asking why are those coupled. Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Anyone else want to talk about certain things? I wonder if there's anyone working on some bounties. There should be plenty to work on with the Comma 4 code being merged, so I'm sure there's some improvements. I know there's like a right now there's like a major bug in the main branch with the low memory that's just coming from like the UI. A deep kind of showed like how much memory it's taking up. Um, Someone could work on that, or I imagine will look into it at some point. But yeah, yeah, Deanly will have a field day with refactors. Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of what's been going on over the past few days is uh, reckon it, there's a private tree where all the UI stuff was parked, just to keep that stuff on close hold, and that tree is diverged enough that it didn't run properly on 3X. So a lot of what's been happening is cleaning that up and making sure that the UI code is unified and shared as much as they can properly across devices. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of further cleanup and consolidation to do. It'll be pretty cool to see what forks do with it.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Trey's actually been working on it in the background for a little while now. He went all in on participating in the early trial.
Nice. All right. Anything else? We can end it. If there's nothing else left. Looking forward to the Comma 4. I can't wait. I'm very excited to have it in my hands. I'll let Trey finish up what he's typing. Cool. All right. Random guy. Got one more. Let's see. When's PR check? When Adib is here or Shane, they can check PRs. Or I guess Jason if it's an open DBC one. But yeah, give it time. Just be patient. Just be patient. Um, anyway, we can end it here.
I'll I'm gonna sweep through for with some fingerprint PRs later. I'll catch that one.
Cool, cool. All right. Thank you all. Same time next week.
Talk to you soon.